So good afternoon students. With this today we are discussing about preparation of ocusert and evaluation of ocuserts. With this, in the preparation of ocusert generally, the different types of processes there like solvent casting method, glass substrate method, and melt extrusion method. So like that, different types of techniques there by which we can prepare these ocuserts. With this, if we discuss about each of the preparation, so generally in the solvent casting method, we need to take ratio of polymer and drug to prepare ocusert, and with this polymer we have to dissolve in distilled water, then plasticizer we have to add, and to get a uniform dispersion we need to add plasticizers. So after proper mixing, the casting solution will be poured in a glass petri dish, and it will be covered with an inverted funnel, and it will be allowed to slow and uniform evaporation at room temperature for 48 hours, and after that we will get a dried film, and we need to cut by the cork borer into the circular piece to get a definite size containing the drug. Then the ocusert will be stored in a airtight container. So this is solvent casting method. So next one is glass substrate technique. So in the glass substrate technique, generally we need to take a prepare the drug reservoir film, which are prepared by soaking it with 1% polymer solution in acetic acid solution for 24 hours. So for that, generally we are preferring chitosan on polymer, and we need to soak it in acetic acid solution for 24 hours to get a clear solution of polymer. And with this, then the solution will be filtered by taking a muslin cloth to remove this unresolved portion of the polymer. Then we need to add a required quantity of beta cyclodextrin, that is a complexing agent, beta cyclodextrin, and it will be vortexed for 15 minutes to dissolve the complex in the chitosan solution. Then we need to add 1% of polyethylene glycol and a plasticizer so that it will be mixed properly, and then we will get a viscous solution which need to kept aside for 30 minutes to complete expulsion of the air, and then the viscous solution will be kept for 30 minutes and to get expulsion of the air bubbles. Then the red controlling film will be prepared, and the films are casted by pouring the solution into center of leveled glass mold and allowing it to dry for temperature room temperature for 24 hours, and after drying we need to cut the films of the ocusert of desired sizes which contains equal quantity of drug. Then we need to prepare the these ocuserts. And then another technique there, melt extrusion technique. So this melt extrusion technique, generally first of all the drug polymer are sieved through sieve number 60. It will be wet and blended geometrically. Then the plasticizers were added in this and blended. Then the blended one then charged to the barrel of melt flow rate apparatus and extruded. And the extruded will cut into appropriate sizes, and it will be packed in polyethylene lined aluminum foil, heat sealed, and sterilized by gamma radiations. So this technique is melt extrusion technique. So this extruder will get from this melt flow rate apparatus by which we will get the extrusion technique. Then coming to evaluation of ocuserts. So there are different types of evaluation methods there of the ocuserts, like thickness uniformity, weight variation, drug content uniformity, percentage of moisture absorption, percentage of moisture loss, surface pH determination, swelling index, folding endurance, in vitro drug release, in vivo study and stability study, and sterility testing. So this can be done for the evaluation of ocusarts. Then coming to another part of this unit, intrauterine drug delivery system. So generally, shortly we are calling it as IUD, and generally it is nowadays used by the more of the women, uh, commonly the reversible female contraception, and generally this IUD is inserted within 7 days after unprotected, to prevent this unprotected pregnancy, and the professional organizations have endorsed these IUDs as first line contraceptive devices, and it is the